In this video we're going to be looking over this Canon EOS 650 35mm film SLR camera body. Now this is the camera that is the original in the EOS series, which continues today in the digital SLR cameras. And this is the very first one that Canon made in 1987. It's a 35mm film camera, of course. And I thought I would just put this one through the types of tests that I would want to see if I were holding this in my hands and considering buying it. So first we are going to load a battery. Now this battery is not included. It is a 2CR5 battery. And we also have a scrap roll of film that we're going to run through just to try out a bunch of things. First, let's open up the battery compartment. We do that by just loosening this screw here. And then this lifts away. And then the battery goes right in here. And so we're going to just slide that in till it locks in place. Put the grip back on and tighten this a little bit. Doesn't have to be real tight, but I want to get it so it's not rattling and loose. Okay, so now that's installed. On the top we have a display over here and some knobs here. I'm going to turn this one from the L to the A position, and that brings up some things on the display over here. And we can see that there's a M for manual mode, and if we push this mode button and work this dial, then it goes to P, TV for time value, or AV for aperture value, or depth for some other mode that I don't even know what it is. Okay, usually I work in aperture value, but since we're testing this without any lens on it, I'm just going to have it in manual here. And I thought what I would do is run this shutter speed way down, and so we can watch it here. So here's at a full second. Oh, and I had this at continuous here. There's a little door on the back here, and if you flip this down, you can set the mode for single, continuous, or timer. So I'm going to set that to single. Okay. And what we should do next is load this film and test some things out. So I'm going to open up the back with this latch right here. And things look pretty good in here. Door looks good. So we can load our roll of film over on this side. Pull the leader across into this area over here where the little orange mark is. And then close the back door. Okay, and it wound up to the point where now it's showing picture number 1. I'm going to set this at a much faster shutter speed, let's say a 60th of a second. Okay, then let's set that way back down to a full second again, just so that we'll be able to see the film behind the shutter this time. There it is. Okay. Now let's try the self timer. Now that was back here on this door in the back, and we press this little button right here, and that brings up this little display here, and then we can set to timer. Okay, so now we've got the timer set, and we're just going to point this off at us here and we'll watch what it does. First there's a blinking light right here, and we'll watch it complete its cycle. Okay, so we see the timer works. Then we can set this back here onto continuous shooting, because now there's really nothing more to demonstrate, so I'm just going to use up the rest of these pictures. Okay, continuous. Let's close that door. Now, and I'm going to set that to a faster shutter speed. Let's run that up to a 2/50th here. And then now if I just hold the shutter button down, it'll just keep rapidly advancing and taking more pictures. Okay, and there it reached the end, and now it's rewinding. I heard it break free there. So now it's safe to open up the camera with this latch here again on this end. All the film has been wound back into the cartridge, and everything looked pretty good. Camera looks like it would work. It's there's some marks here. It's obviously been given some abrasion on the bottom there. I see that, but not terribly bad condition, and body cap will keep it clean inside. There's some wear here. Certainly has been opened a lot of times, so I'm going to be careful, and you don't have to do that. All you have to do is be a little careful and not ding up that screw like that, but somebody's already done it. I'm going to pop the battery out since that's not included in the sale. And that is what I wanted to show on this Canon EOS 650. It does have a Canon branded strap, and the rubber is still pliable on the shoulder part of it. So all in all, a reasonably nice example of the Canon EOS 650.